Okay, so today, guys, I want to talk about some poor eating habits that we really need to change, that are not good for health. They are not good for general brain development, for our body development, and just generally the health of our body. So the first one and the common one that we always do, like in every family, you will not miss this, and especially for mothers. For mothers, I'm talking to you today. There is this habit of taking meals and tea at the same time. Like you have your ugali, you have your vegetables and some to meat there, then you add tea there. What is that? How do you say, and why do we do it? So anyway, maybe we don't know that's not good, but when you talk about tea, that's tea made from the tea leaves, the chocolate, the coffee, and cocoa. They have something that we call caffeine, and caffeine has some effects on our body. And the common one that it does is it prevents the absorption of nutrients into our bloodstream. The moment the food have been digested, all that process is done, there is the need of nutrients to get absorbed into our bloodstream. And because of that because of the caffeine, you find like it prevents that absorption into the bloodstream. Effect of caffeine. Caffeine also increases on our heart rate beating, the mood to relax. Sometimes it gives you some fatigue, you feel tired and all that. But the main one that I'm against it today is about that prevention of nutrients absorption to the bloodstream, because you keep on taking food, but the absorption doesn't take place of the healthy nutrients that you need in your bodies, thus affecting our immunity. So let's stop that habit, because not a good one. And another habit that we are very common with is taking meals while our beds are calling us. Like we are just like rushing, let me finish, I change, I go to the bed. That one is another poor habit that we need to stop, because the moment you just sleep, your brain goes to sleep. You have just taken your food and rushed to bed. So what happens to the food that you took? No digestion, no absorption that's happening in your body, because your brain is asleep. So you sleep, the brain sleeps, the entire body sleeps, so nothing is happening. So guys, what you can do about this is make sure you prepare your meals early enough for supper. Then have some time, at least 1 hour or 45 minutes before going to your bed. Take your meals at 8 or latest by 9. By 10 you are in bed. At least make sure the time you sleep, you took your meal or supper 1 hour earlier before going to bed. Yeah. Then another one is also taking very heavy meals during the late night or in the evening. You find we are taking a big size of ugali. You put meat there, you all that. You know those heavy meals that you guys you have to take. You taking wheat again, which takes very slow digestion, the process is very slow. Then you find you're taking a lot of it. So just reduce on the size of what you take at night if possible. If you can take some fruits and some vegetables just to give you some energy and just a little snack, just do it and go to sleep, because during the night we don't need a lot of energy. We're just going to sleep, we are going to rest. The body is not doing anything. We don't need that much energy to sleep. We are just going to rest. So it gives even you feel your body is relaxed, you don't feel tired. Just relax and you sleep well. The morning comes, take your breakfast, take your lunch as heavy as you can, because you need that energy during the day. But at night it's not that good. And people who are working on your weight, guys, I talked about this on weight management video that's already on my YouTube page. Yeah. People who take meals late and who take heavy meals during the night. If you're working on your weight, then this one will not change, because you are keeping adding. So work on that. Those two, work on them. Then another one that we need to avoid is adding sugar and salt, that's raw, into your meals. You feel like this food we did not cook with salt, or it doesn't have enough salt, you add. Those two, they are not good for your health. Reduce taking raw salt or raw sugars as much as possible. If you have a family member who doesn't take salt, doesn't take sugar, you can always do this as a very easy way to work out things. Cook the food first without sugar or the salt. Then after it's ready, take some portion, put it in a container for the family member who doesn't take sugar or salt. Then the remaining food, you can now add enough salt and sugar for the rest of the family members to take, but avoid issues adding it's not enough, I add. No, let's stop that habit. It's not a good one. Then the last habit that I want to talk about is taking water and meals at the same time. Some people ask, is it bad, is it good? Sometimes I feel thirsty when I can't take food without taking water at the same time. First thing, I always discourage it, and especially for children, small kids. You find like the moment you're giving your child water and food at the same time, they feel full very fast, and they tell you, Mom, Dad, I'm full. Auntie, I'm full, I can't take